Hi Year 11, it's me again. So just from for Higher and Foundation, this question is asking about, there's a motorbike going past. This is asking about the Human Genome Project, which some people do sometimes find a bit difficult to answer. Basically, the human genome is the entire DNA of an organism. So the Human Genome Project was when they mapped out all the bases and genes in all of the 46 human chromosomes that you would find in a normal diploid cell. So let's have a look at this question. So first human genome was sequenced, complete human genome was sequenced. Genomes of different people have small changes in the sequence of DNA bases, so we're going to have to mention those. Describe how these changes in DNA sequence can affect the individuals and how sequencing a person's genome could influence their medical treatments as well. So for this particular question, we'd want to start off by talking about the fact that DNA has 4 bases, which we've mentioned in a previous video. So DNA has 4 bases. So it's A, T, C, and G. And when you get a change in the DNA, that's called a mutation. So a change in the DNA is called a mutation, and just the change of one of these bases would produce different amino acids, and that would produce different proteins. So 3 bases make 1 amino acid, and then amino acids join together to make proteins, which are known as polypeptides. So DNA's got 4 bases. A change in DNA is called a mutation, and this results in different genes being produced. So this results in different, now if it's a different version of a gene, we actually call it something different. It's called an allele or an allele. So this results in different alleles for these genes. So say for example somebody who has got haemophilia, which is a blood clotting disorder, it would literally be a change in 1 base that would produce a different amino acid, a different protein, and therefore the structure of their blood is different to somebody who doesn't have that blood disorder. So how could the sequencing affect medical treatment? So it can identify genetic diseases. So it identifies genetic diseases and will identify any risks of developing diseases and identify any risks of developing diseases. And it will also allow people, because the project has determined the location of genes within the human body, so we now have a much better understanding of some diseases. People can take preventative medication, and we can have tailor-made treatments for people who do have genetic disorders as well. So we can provide tailor-made medication for those people suffering with genetic disorders. My apologies, it's rushed. My year 10s are coming in. Just trying to put a quick exam together for you, exam answer. So just some uses of the Human Genome Project. So we've got better treatment for genetic diseases, can assess the risk of developing cancer, identify chances of developing a particular disease, finding out if you are related. However, there are downsides: the stress of knowing that you might develop a particular genetic disorder, discrimination in the workplace if you are ill from a genetic disorder, and being pressured into not having children if you're likely to pass on a faulty allele. Hope that helps. So that's the Human Genome Project.